Repair Clinic encourages you to perform this procedure safely. In this video, we will show one or more of these icons to alert you when to use caution. Before you replace the governor lever on your engine, first make sure the engine has cooled. Next, you should remove the wire and boot from the spark plug to prevent the engine from accidentally starting. We recommend performing this procedure with little or no fuel in the tank. Now loosen the rope guide wing nut and remove the starter rope. Use a 5/16" socket or nut driver to unthread the bolts securing the blower housing cover. Lift off the cover. Next, use a support to prevent the flywheel from rotating. Now use a 15/16" socket and strike it with a mallet to help loosen the flywheel mounting nut. Unthread the nut and remove the flywheel cup. Now depress the bail arm and use a spring clamp to hold the arm in place. You can use a flywheel puller and the mallet to help loosen the flywheel. Lift off the flywheel. Remove the flywheel key as well if still intact. Next, detach the fuel tank from the blower housing and remove the dipstick tube assembly. Now unthread the screws securing the blower housing. You will need to break the breather chamber seal to be able to lift off the housing. Use pliers to disconnect the spring from the governor lever. Next, use a 10mm socket with an extension to loosen the nuts securing the governor lever. Lift up the old lever and detach it from the throttle linkage. Install the new governor lever by hooking the lever on the throttle linkage and positioning the lever on the mounting posts. Attach the governor spring to the lever. Use pliers to rotate the mounting post clockwise until it stops. Then tighten the nut to secure. Clean any residue from the blower housing and the edge of the breather chamber. Avoid getting any debris in the chamber. Now apply some sealant to the edge of the breather chamber. Reposition the blower housing and thread the screws to secure. Reinsert the dipstick tube assembly firmly into the crankcase as you clip the assembly onto the blower housing. Realign the fuel tank tabs with the slots in the housing. Reinstall the flywheel by aligning the notch in the flywheel with the slot in the crankshaft. Push the key into place. Remove the clamp from the bail arm. Align the flywheel cup on the flywheel. Position the washer and thread the mounting nut. Use a torque wrench to torque the nut to 60 foot-pounds. Remove the support. Replace the blower housing cover. Then thread and tighten the bolts to secure. Depress the bail arm. Extend the starter rope and hook the rope on the guide. Tighten the rope guide wing nut. With the repair completed, reattach the wire and boot to the spark plug, refill the fuel tank, and your engine should be ready for use.